Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveswara Shambho Shambho I'm hearing the Yoga Yoga chant. Well, the chant is going on all over the yoga center on the microphone. You must listen to that, how it is done. But I hear many of you chanting and walking on the street, sitting here and there chanting. Those of you who are in other places, I don't know how you're doing. I'm seeing that the mantra is for many of you just in the mouth. That's not the way to do it. The mantra is designed in such a way, if you utter it, naturally the reverberation starts from the base of your belly. This is very important. This is your Manipuraka. This is where your maintenance center is. So when you utter the mantra, unless you become habitually chanting, not consciously chanting, then mantra is naturally starting from the base of the belly. You are chanting habitually because you know and blah 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 blah. When you abuse, it comes from here, so do the mantra like it's abuse. That is, you're involved. The mantra, the sounds are geometrically designed in such a way, naturally they touch the deepest point within you. Only then it energizes you, only then it activates your SAMATH prana. If you start chanting the mantra, you will see that you will start sweating from certain parts of the body. I'm stressing on this. You will start sweating from certain parts of the body if you do it intensely. And that's important, you must notice that. I don't have to tell you from where you will sweat, but you will notice that certain parts of the body will sweat more than the rest of the body which may be sweating because of the atmospheric temperatures. Whichever way, if you chant for 10-15 minutes, you must… your clothes at least must be wet to some extent in this weather. Otherwise, you must perspire a little bit. If the weather is cool, you must have little perspiration going somewhere in your system. That'll naturally happen, so please be conscious of this when you chant the mantra. So when you utter the mantra, it's important that it comes from your Manipura or deeper down. At least the last part of it, when you say Shambho, you must say it like it's the last thing you want to say in your life. You want to throw out everything. This is the last thing you're going to do. That's how you must say it. Well, I hope that will be the last thing you will say in your life too.
Shiva has numerous forms that encompasses every possible quality that the human mind can and cannot imagine. Some are wild and fierce, some are enigmatic, others are endearing and charming. From the name Volinat to the fearsome Kal Bhairava, from the beautiful Somasundara to the terrible Aghora, Shiva embraces every possibility, remaining untouched by it all. But among all these, there are 5 fundamental forms, and these 5 fundamental forms are Yogeshwaraya, Bhuteshwaraya, Kaleshwaraya, Shiva Sarveshwaraya and Shambho. Now, let us decode the word-by-word meaning of the entire mantra. The first line of the mantra says, Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya. We all know that yoga means union, And Yogeshwaraya means the one who has dissolved the boundary into the boundless nature of existence. Now, being on the path of yoga, you might have come to a phase in your life where you might have felt the limitations of being physical. You have felt the need to go beyond the physical. You might have felt restrained even in this vast cosmos. Now you are able to see that if you are restrained by a small boundary, you can also be restrained by the huge boundary at some point. This means the boundary that is covering you is restraining you. Now you do not have to crisscross the entire cosmos to know this. Sitting here, you can know that even once you crisscross the entire cosmos, you will again feel restrained after some time. It is only a question of your ability to travel distances. Once your ability to travel distances is enhanced, any kind of boundary will be a restriction for you. Once you have understood and known this, once you have felt this longing that you cannot be fulfilled by mastering just the physical existence, comes now yoga. Yoga means to breach the barrier of physical creation. Your effort is not just to master the physicality of existence, but to breach the boundary and touch the dimension that which is boundless. You want to unite that which is bound and that which is boundless. And so comes Yogeshwaraya, the one who has united or dissolved the boundary into the boundless nature of existence. Now the second line of the mantra says, Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya. Bhuta means the physical form of the creation, and Bhuteshwaraya means one who has mastery over all the Panchabhutas that determines the destiny of life, at least in the physical realm. Now the physical creation, that is the Bhuta, all that we see, hear, touch, taste, smell, the very body, the planet and the universe, the cosmos, everything is just a play of the 5 elements. Just 5 elements is making this entire creation. So gaining mastery over these 5 elements, which are known as Panchabhutas, is everything. Your health, your well-being, your power in this world, and your ability to create what you want. Now, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, individual people attain to some level of control or mastery over all these physical elements. Now, how much control or mastery they have determines the nature of their body, the nature of their mind, the nature of what they do, how successfully they do, and how far they can see everything. And so comes Bhuteshwaraya, the one who has mastered everything of the 5 elements, that is the Panchabhuta. Now the third line of the mantra says, Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya. The Kala means time and Kaleshwaraya means one who has mastered time. No matter you have mastered all the 5 elements, you have become one with the boundless, or dissolution. As long as you are here, time is ticking away. Mastering time is a completely different dimension. Kala does not just mean time, it also means darkness. Time is darkness. Time cannot be light because light travels in time. Light is a slave of time. Light is a phenomenon that has a beginning at the end. Time is not that kind of phenomenon. In Hindu way of life, they have a very sophisticated understanding of time as 6 different dimensions. Now, time is a very specific dimension of life. It does not fit into other 3 dimensions. And of all things in the universe, it is the most elusive stuff. You cannot pin it down because it is not. It does not exist in any form of existence that you know. It is the most powerful dimension of creation which holds the entire universe together. It is because of this that modern physics today are clueless about how gravity functions, because there is no gravity. It is time that holds everything together. So come Kaleshwaraya, one who have gained mastery over time. Now the last 2 lines of the mantra says, Shiva Shiva Sarveshwara, Shambho Shambu Mahadevaya. So the last 2 fundamental forms are Shiva Sarveshwaraya and Shambho. Shiva means that which is not, which is dissolved. That which is not is the basis of everything. And that which is boundless or present everywhere is known as Sarveswara. Whereas on the other hand, Shambho is just a key, a passage. If you utter it in a way that your body just tears up, it will become a passage to nothingness or Shiva. If you want to master all aspects of the life and then go to nothingness, it will take a long time. But if you only want to take the passage that is Shambho, you can transcend these aspects not by mastery but by sneaking it. But there is a certain beauty, an undescribable aesthetic in mastering even something simple. Kicking a ball, for example, even a child can do. But when someone masters that, suddenly there is aesthetic to it that makes half the world sit and just watch the match. If you want to know and enjoy mastery, there is work to do. But if you are willing to just scroll, it is simply Shambho. Thank you for watching the full video. If you loved the exploration and found it meaningful, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe. Up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy and namaskaram.